The Kathawala family and Justice Kathawala, a big thank you for doing that for us. Not just that, Justice Kathawala ensured that every meeting of the BPP is audio and video recorded. So there is no room for misinterpretation, miscommunication, ki minutes are not written properly. Everything is now recorded for posterity. Aaje bhi te valid che ne agal jata bhi I valid che. But sitting in the minority has not been fun. Firstly, there should be no majority and minority in the BPP. You should be 7 independent thinking individuals who have a like-minded goal and purpose. I am the son of the ex-chairman of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. I don't hide away from that fact. When I joined the BPP, I was 38 years old. I didn't really care who was fighting with who, and JB thayu, water under the bridge, let us move on, agal vadine kaam kariye sathe. Unfortunately, it was not allowed. During my board meetings, I've had to listen to somebody wish my father dead, chalo mari jai to saru. My mother has been mocked and insulted. My brother has been beaten up. They couldn't fight me on policy, to pachi mara private pictures laine akha social media mein logoe leak kida. I went to Perth for the World Congress, people had it there. My friend's grandmother in California, even paase bhi mara pictures aata. And it told me one thing and one thing only, ki if they have to go so low to hit me, I am doing something right. So I kept going higher, and I only fought them on policy over and over and over again. But where my blood boils is J Manas apra chairman sathe. Mara chairman, tamara chairman, akha kaum na chairman, Bombay Parsi Panchayat na chairman, Mrs. Tiranda sathe hai Manas vaat kare, ridicule kare, mimicry kare. That I cannot tolerate. And this is not which has happened tan ki 4 varas palle. I Mangalware bhi 4 divas palle. The same trustee was making fun of the sitting chairman of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. No man, however young or old, has the right to talk to a woman like that. No man. We have had to sit and we have had to face this firsthand, and enough is enough. The Bombay Parsi Panchayat has to stop being scared. The beneficiaries have to stop living in fear. Xerxes has mentioned that we have no income. Do you know what the fixed, if you've read the Parsi Junction, do you know what the fixed running cost of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat is? Varas dare ketla che? Around 24 crores, mota moti. And what is our income? 6 crore rupiah malech rent ma. Ne interest income, which was 10 and 9 crores, today is 7 crore rupees. So let's round it off to 15 crores for easy math. The 25 crores fixed cost versus 15 crores income. That means 6 varas ma 250 crore nu apru fixed cost che. Ena sambe khali 90 crore income 6 varas ma. That is a 60 crore deficit, a 60 crore gap over 6 years. Abhe Tamilo ko please pucho. What has the Bombay Parsi Panchayat done in these 6 years to bridge this gap? Have you seen any redevelopment plan? Tumhara gher ni pachal Godrej Baug ownership building che. Anything has happened? Bharucha Baug, Panthaki Baug, Dhanbai Wadi, Navroz Baug, Khushru Baug, now ownership, anything? The answer is no. And this is where I tell you, when you're sitting in the majority of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat, you can do what you want. Not Viraf Mehta or Almighty Tirandas, and no hand from outside or inside can do anything to stop the functioning of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. Tamari paase majority hoy, tame kaam kari sako છો. હવે તમે લોકોને પૂછવું પડે છે કે 2015 થી 2020 સુધી 4 જણા બેસેલા હતા મેજોરિટીમાં. 4 જણા. એ લોકોએ શું કીધું to generate revenue for the BPP? Why is it that when Mrs. Tirandas took the chairmanship in January of 2021, 15 મહિના પલ્લે એવન chairman થયા, why did she inherit a bankrupt BPP? And I use this word very lightly, bankrupt. Xerxes ne malam છે, he's a CA, he handles our finances. એને માલમ છે કે month on month આપણે કેમ પગાર આપીએ છે. ખાલી પગાર. બીજું બધું તો હવે everything is stopped. You have to ask yourselves, what did they do to generate revenue? The answer is a big fat zero. because they were more interested in coming after Viraf Mehta or Dinsha Mehta or settling personal scores at the cost of the benefit and progress of the BPP and of the community. That is why I tell you, no more majority minority. We need a group of like-minded individuals as a team to work together, which is why we are standing here. I know a lot of candidates and come ne logo hawa ma ape to em karsu ne tem karsu moti વાત કરીને બંને બધા ગયા છે. But Sahib, do you know that the Godrej Baug ownership building cannot be monetized for at least one more year? I stage પર જ બેસીને એક માણસે બોલ્યું તો I તો D ward માં એક તો ટ્રસ્ટી બોલ્યો કે એ લોકોમાં they have great contacts in D ward, they will get permission. I વાતના almost અઢી વર્ષ થઈ ગયા. Now ask yourselves, when some trustees are sitting in the majority for 4 years from 2015 2020, એ લોકોએ બે ત્રણ પ્રોજેક્ટની ઉપર કામ કીધા છે. પણ 2021 પછી જ્યારે એ લોકો માઇનોરિટીમાં બેસી ગયા, why did they stop working? Because they wanted to keep pointing a finger. And Sahib, IJ even બોલ્યા ના કે D ward માં જઈને આપણે permission લાવીને we are going to help it go fast. The file has not even come to D ward. Because of the ULC, we need to go to the city surveyor's office in the old custom house. We need to get clearance from there, from the building department, and only then will the file come to the D ward. તો જે માણસ બેસીને બોલ્યા કરે છે કે એ લોકો તો બોલે ડી વોર્ડમાં સાહેબ પણ તે તો હજુ આવ્યું બી નથી. અઢી વર્ષમાં તમે શું કીધું તા? It is very easy to point a finger. There has been zero revenue generation. But I can proudly say that under Mrs. Tirandaz's chairmanship, we have restarted the auction of high value flats. And do you know how much money we have raised? 55 crore rupees in 2 years. And we have raised this money how? By auctioning of high value flats. હવે હું તે બી એડ્રેસ કરસ. સોશિયલ મીડિયામાં અને પેપર્સોમાં બધા લખે છે કે આ મેજોરિટી આવવા પછી તો એ લોકો ઘેર અમીરોને જ વેચે છે, એ લોકો તો ગરીબોને ઘેર આપતા જ નથી. How many flats do you think we have given for free since 2015? You are not reading Parsi Junction. We have given 232 flats for free since October 2015. 90 ફ્લેટ તો આપણે મેરિડ કપલ્સને આપેલા છે તેમાં. ને ઓક્શન કેટલા ઘેર કીધેલા છે? 28 flats. ખાલી 28 ફ્લેટ ઓક્શન કરીને 55 કરોડ રૂપિયા we have raised. Are we doing something wrong? As Xerxes said, it's very easy. આપણે બી બેસે બોલશું નહીં આપણે બધા ઘેર ફ્રીમાં આપશું. ચલો ફ્રીમાં આપ્યા, પણ પછી પૈસા ક્યાંથી આવશે? પ્લાન બી કાં છે? પ્લાન સી કાં છે? આજે બી એક વર્ષ દૂર તો ગોદરેજ બાગ ઓનરશિપ છે. 22-23 ની વચમાં બીજા 25 કરોડનો ખર્ચો છે પંચાયતને. As Xerxes said, 13 કરોડ રૂપિયા તો હમણાં આપણી આઉટસ્ટેન્ડિંગ છે. તો તમે 10 કરોડ આપણું વરસદારે શોર્ટફોલ ને 13 કરોડ બીજા આઉટસ્ટેન્ડિંગ, તો 23 કરોડ રૂપિયા એક વર્ષમાં તમે ક્યાંથી લાવશો? It's very easy to sit and say આપણે ગોદરેજ બાગ ઓનરશિપ કરશું. અરે ગ્રેટ, even we are saying that. But એ લોકો કાંઈ નથી બોલતા કે તે એક વર્ષ દૂર છે. We are only auctioning high value flats to give the benefit to a tenant to encash his tenancy. આજે બોમ્બે પારસી પંચાયત પાસે 4400 ઘેર છે. About 1800 of those flats are leave-in license. 40% leave-in license છે, 7% tenancy છે. 1800 ઘેરમાંથી who are leave-in license, Godrej Baug has 490 of them. Almost 1/3 of the licensees of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat live in your colony. ને તમારા જ પ્લેટફોર્મની ઉપર તમારા જ કમિટી વાળો બોલે છે કે it is not going to happen. You all have to understand this. It is an absolute lie. And I am saying this on an open forum, it is a lie, because we have done it for the first time in the history of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat under Mrs. Tirandaz's chairmanship and Xerxes Dastur and myself. We have passed the resolution to convert all legitimate leave-in licenses to tenancy. And this is not a lollipop. पेपर में लख्या करे, व्हाट्सएप पर लख्या करे, તમારા જ કોલોનીના માણસ લખ્યા કરે, લોલીપોપ. પણ સાહેબ, resolution pass करवा पछी, we have already gone and sanctioned 3 flats. I have with me over here for anybody to see afterwards the written legal opinion from Mullah and Mullah. Okay, and we have copies also if anybody wants. We will give it after the meeting for everyone. This written opinion from Mullah and Mullah, Bombay Parsi Panchayat na legal firm.
Because it was asked that bring one only from our side, and that took us another 4 months to get it.
1.5 વર્ષ પલ્લે આ આઈટમ અજેન્ડા પર હતું. હમણાં નહીં થયું, 1.5 વર્ષ પલ્લે. January 2021 માં, પણ Xerxesના 2018ના ઇલેક્શનમાં it was said. 2015 election, I had said it. 2008 માં Mr. Mehta had said it. And I remember I was standing on this very agyari ground and somebody pointed a finger and said, Ki tara father to avine, he said he would do it, but he did not do it. Can you do it? We have shown you we can do it. Right over here. Mullah and Mullah has given us a written opinion ki yes, the trustees are within their legal rights to convert a leave-in license to tenancy. We got a second opinion from DSK Legal in writing ki yes, the trustees are legally allowed to convert a licensee to tenancy. We have an ex-Supreme Court judge who is awaiting a go-ahead from us, and we'll get a third opinion ki yes, the trustees can legally allow it. Kalyaniwala and Mystery has given us in writing that there is no tax liability on the BPP to convert a leave-in license to tenancy. Only after all of this we have gone ahead and passed the February resolution. Only after this we have already gone and passed 3 cases. And mind you, these legal opinions cost lakhs of rupees, which we have paid from our own money. We have not charged the BPP, but benefit tamune thase. Now ask yourselves, if the trustees are going through so much of trouble to protect the beneficiaries, why would anybody say no? Why did one trustee go and complain to the election commissioner and put a stay? Agar te stay nahi aayu hote, to apne at least turn case to past resolve thayla chhe. We would have already entered into an agreement with them. Bija 30 jana avine application kidela chhe. There are 490 leave-in licensees in Godrej Baug from 500 flats. ખાલી 10 જણા અહીંયા tenants છે. એક તો તમારા કમિટી મેમ્બર છે જેને આપણે હેલ્પ કરીને from ગામડિયા કોલોની we transferred his flat to Godrej Baug on tenancy. Jimmy Gazdar's chairmanship, Meenu Shroff's chairmanship, Dinsha Mehta's chairmanship, એ લોકો બધા tenants who were getting transferred had moved them to leave-in license. This board has changed that. We have allowed a tenant to move as being a tenant, but just has to pay the stamp duty, as one of your own committee members has also enjoyed.
That's a good point.
In fact,
Somebody has the guts to say that.
so you have to ask yourselves, let us do this later. You have to ask yourselves, why would you not want to convert a leave-in license to tenancy? Yes, apri je aje deposits che, it is a liability which we can convert to a donation and reduce our liability. But because that is a little technical, we have a senior tax consultant who's working out a guideline for us as to how to do it. But to a beneficiary who's gotten a flat for free, there are no restrictions. I know that Godrej Baug ma stamp duty jarak mogu che. But I will also tell you that there is a proposal that we have got from a rent act lawyer which allows us to convert a leave-in license to a tenant in Godrej Baug also, where the stamp duty can be rupees 5 lakhs or less. It is almost certain we can do it. We will do it for the beneficiaries. We will do it especially for the residents of Godrej Baug. But we need your support. We need the board together who can do this. I same trustee je aje dissent nakhech. the same trustee who's gone to the election commissioner and put a stay on it is the same trustee who's putting a dissent note on the auction of high value flats. આજે આપણા auctions are failing. ગામડિયા કોલોની 3 દિવસ પહેલે એક auction હતું, fail થયું. But do you know कि તમે લોકો જે leave and license છો, you are not entitled to submit your flats for an auction. If you convert to being a tenant, you have the right to encash your tenancy. આજે Godrej Baug માં there are 90 flats which have been given a deposit. 90 flats છે from 490 flats which have given a deposit. 20 crore રૂપિયા Bombay Parsi Panchayat પાસે છે deposits from only Godrej Baug. But today, if you want to go to Navsari, Surat, tamara grandson ki son is in America, Australia, and you want to surrender your flat and go abroad, તમને ખાલી તમારી deposit મળશે 8 લાખ રૂપિયા, 10 લાખ, 12, 15 જે બી છે. You will not get the benefit of encashing your tenancy. Mrs. Tirandas તે દિવસ આપણને બોલ્યા કે એવાના 13 years of trusteeship માં only 4 flats were given back for free. ખાલી 4 ઘેર. બધા flats lock કરીને ચાલી ગયા છે, and we have filed 200 cases. Sorry, we've sent 200 notices, filed 70 cases, sending another 100 notices. But instead, अगर तमोने अमेरिका जवो छ, you are old, you need money for your old age, तमोने कई मले, पंचायत ने कई मले, and a third family comes to live in a Parsi colony and start his life. Why is that wrong? 3 people benefit. Outgoing tenant, incoming tenant, and also new and the BPP. And a new family starts their life. It's a 3-way victory. તમે કાંઈ ના બોલશો. Unfortunately, we are sitting at a time where beneficiaries are being threatened left, right and center. Leave and licenses are being misused. Lockdown ni palle, one young chap came who the trustees did not like. They actually told him, tu to license hi chhe na, renew karwa to tu avse. Aao dikra aao. We will take care of you then. That boy called me after the meeting and he was so scared. He's like, Viraf, mara to bairi ne be nalala chokriyo che. Where will I go? I don't have money to fight you in court. Apne rasta par avi jasu. I heard that crack in his voice and I said, Baba, don't do anything stupid. We are here to help and we will fight and protect you if we have to. But why should a beneficiary have to go through this? Aje તમે લોકો બધા જે અહીંયા રહો છો, you're a licensees. And I'll tell you something, all of you who are on the auto renewal licenses, after the original licensee expires, your auto renewal also expires. Trusteeoni upar છે. If they want to renew it, તમારા બૈરી બચ્ચા ને on whoever. હવે તમે લોકો પૂછશો કે નહીં, but so far the trustees have not done it. Until Dinsha Mehta's chairmanship, I had never heard of a leave and licensee being abused or threatened or a licensee being misused. But I have sat in a board where I have seen this happen multiple times. Tamara Godrej Baug ma, so many people have gotten phone calls by a trustee saying, "Tama licensee chho na, aao renew karwa josu." You are not protected by the auto renewal. You are not protected as a licensee. 5 વર્ષ પછી તમે લોકો રિન્યુ કરવા આવો, ટ્રસ્ટીઓની ઉપર છે. And I don't have to give you a reason. આજે આપણા auctions fail કાય થાય છે? Because one trustee is putting his dissent note નીચે. તો માના સંભેતી આવીને બોલે છે કે વિરાફ, today we will win the auction, we'll give you the deposit. પણ 5 વર્ષ પછી કોઈ બીજા ટ્રસ્ટી આવીને બેસી ગયા ને એ લોકો બોલ્યા કે નહીં, we don't want a deposit system. એ લોકો deposit પાછા આપીને ચાવી માંગે. What is a person going to do? He has no rights, he has no choice. I am telling you, it is up to the whims and fancies of the trustee if they wish to renew your leave and license. I will give credit to Urvaksh Dhanda for this because he has chased us month after month, year after year from 2015 election. Viraf, you had said you will do it. Now please come and do it. And while your committee should be behind it, it is Urvaksh who has pushed us to do it. It is for the benefit of you. The Bombay Parsi Panchayat charges you 0. We charge you 0 to do this. It is a choice. તમે stamp duty ભરી સકો છો તો કરો. Otherwise you don't. But we are going to try and even reduce your stamp duty liability. I cannot believe તે દિવસ જ્યારે અહીંયા meeting થયેલી and I heard Ki your own committee member is telling people that this is not going to happen. I was shocked. We are elected trustees to represent the beneficiaries. The association are elected officials who represent the tenants. You have to look out for the interests of the tenants. That is why this is very important for you all. I cannot stress this enough. Ajay nahi, a few days ago, a trustee took out minutes. Now this is what I find amazing. When you're standing for elections, you should tell people कि 5 વર્ષમાં આપણે આટલા પૈસા રેઝ કીધા, આપલા ઘેર બાંધ્યા, આટલા માણસોને હેલ્પ કીધા. We've told you we've raised 55 crores in 2 years. પણ સંભેવાલો આવીને શું કરે છે? I love March 22 ના કોર્ટના order. See what Mr. Kathawala said to Mr. Dinsha Mehta. See how he made him leave the courtroom. Mr. Dinsha Mehta was a trustee for 21 years and a chairman for 7 years. And every resident of Godrej Baug knows who he is, what he has done and who he fights for. If there was a difference of opinion between the judge and the ex-chairman, there was a difference of opinion. But it should tell you something. That Ajay, Justice Kathawala's sister, Mrs. Maruk Noble, is standing on the same panel with us because she believes that our principles and our vision is what is needed for the community and for our future. So no matter how much people try to play politics and try to misuse information, do not fall for it. We don't want politicians in the boardroom. I cannot stress that more than enough. We don't want politicians. We want people who can sit and work together. મારા સારા 5 વર્ષ ગયા એ લોકોની ઈગોની અંદર because they did not let us work. ધનભાઈ વાડી વિલ્લે પાર્લેમાં 12 વર્ષ પહેલે રોહિંગ્ટન મહેતા had given a redevelopment plan. Cost of construction A1 ના. BMC ને પૈસા આપવા for permission cost A1 ના. Cost to the BPP 0. But તે ટાઈમના ટ્રસ્ટીની અંદર ફાટફૂટ થઈ કારણ કે રોહિંગ્ટન મહેતા was known to be a friend of one trustee, so that whole plan was scrapped. 2015 થી 2020 સુધી Mrs. Tirandaz and myself said there is a ready-made plan. તમે ખાલી પેપરમાં એક ad આપો, call for tenders, let us take it forward. Answer was no, because the idea came from us. Palmlands in NC Contractor Baug Mahim. વર્ષો પહેલે એ લોકો કઈ redevelopment they were asking for an arm and a leg, so nothing went through. Just before lockdown એ લોકો called me and Mr. Mehta and we had a meeting with all the Palmland residents and they said જો બાબા આપણે તો હવે બુઢા થઈ ગયા, આપણી બિલ્ડિંગો બી જૂની થઈ ગઈ છે, let us come in and start a redevelopment project and આપુને ખાલી એટલું જોઈએ which we are legally agreeable to, what they will legally get. We don't want anything more. I said, great, we'll get a builder again at his cost and nothing for the panchayat. I took this proposal to the board and I said, Baba, Palmlands are residents, Malwa Magej, they want to start this project and take it forward. You know what answer I got? Tu eklo jaine kai malyo e lokoe. Now, we will think about it and we will come back to you and talk to you later. 3.5 years later, still nothing. We've been in the majority, friends, for the last 15 months, 15 મહિના થયા. પણ એમાં 2 lockdown આવી ગયા, એક hunger fast આવી ગયું, and we couldn't do except for the bare minimum because we did not have any money. We have had to just survive. One trustee has gone out of his way not to help the BPP. The projects that he was part of from 2015 to 2020, he chose to oppose from 2020 onwards so that he can point a finger at us and say, Joe, they cannot do this. One trustee puts a stay on leave and license conversion to tenancy by complaining to the election commissioner. One trustee goes and puts his dissent note in the papers and lets auction fails. This same trustee was responsible for disbanding Zing. Zing was the youth wing of the Bombay Parsi Panchayat. It was started in 2009 under the chairmanship of Dinsha Mehta, and I can proudly say in 10 years we did 140 events. We were a committee of 40 people, 40 jana tha. No chairman, vice chairman kai nahi, ek treasurer ne ek PR walo, and that is it. And no matter who we supported politically, 40 people together put up 130 events. We were the world's largest Parsi Irani youth group with over 5,000 members. પણ 3 વર્ષ પહેલે the then majority trustees decided ki nahi, Zing is the youth is Viraf Mehta is a co-founder of Zing, so we will disband it. Aaj, look around in the audience. Where are the youngsters? I can count them on my fingertips. They are not here because they do not care, because they're tired of the maramari and the infighting. Saturday સવારના એક પેપર લખે જ, Sunday સવારના બીજું પેપર લખે જ. તમે લોકો બી વાંચતા થાકી ગયા, આપણે બી થાકી ગયા છે. We want progress. We want to take this forward. We want to do so much for the youth. 55% of Parsis live outside Parsi colonies. 45% of marriages today are mixed marriages. 45%, and the number is only increasing. The lady from the Minority of Ministry of Affairs came and gave us a presentation and told us that if every living Parsi woman today has 2 children, it will still not change the rate of decline of the Parsi population. When you should be encouraging youngsters, giving them bigger houses, helping them grow their families, you disband the world's largest youth group for political reasons. Friends, enough. No more politics, no more living in fear. Let's work for the future. Dor varasni andar we have raised 55 crore rupees. We need to do the same thing for the next 1 year at least. Otherwise, there is no other means of revenue. Godrej Baug ownership building is a sitting duck, but it is 1 year away. Because as per RERA, I cannot take the IOD and CC for at least, I cannot collect deposits until I get the IOD and CC. Nobody is sharing this information with you. There is a lot I want to say, but if I keep talking, 10 વાગ્યાનું limit bhi just say ne tam log ko અહીંયા નાસ્તા વેત hope so. I will let the other speakers take the dais. We'll come back for question answers. But friends, I'll circle back to what I said earlier. Do not vote for just one of us. I have just explained what we have had to go through, and we should not have to go through it again. We are a group of 3 trustees who have given you a proven track record what we can do when we are together, and we have 2 colleagues sitting here who will help us do this for another 5 years. We will start the Godrej Baug ownership building, Dhanbai Wadi, Navroz Baug, Panthaki Baug, Bharucha Baug, and we will even kickstart the new Khushru Baug ownership building. The Panchayat corpus can go north of 500 to 1,000 crores easy, and we will not see the benefit. The next board will see the benefit, but we will start everything. This term will be the last term for Mrs. Tirandas and me, because as per the new scheme, we do not get a 3rd term. So what we have to do now is not for our next election, is for you, is for the community. So please, તમે લોકો May 29 એ વોટ કરવા આવજો. ખાલી એક જણાને પ્લીઝ ના વોટ કરતા. We need all 5 of us. All 5 of us together to please come and make a difference. Please come out and vote. Thank you.